This is my first video, kind of. It's not actually. I have some prototype recordings. I actually have a better mic on those recordings though, since I used my older computer, which needed two cables, and I lost the one where it basically made a single cable. So now I have to use this really terrible mic that's on my new computer, but the performance and overall is pretty nice. So this is the first public version of Minecraft. The original older test builds were actually found, but it was edited by Mojang, so yeah, I don't know why I like to slam the W key on the keypad. It's a little bit weird. So in this version, you press R to just teleport in random locations. Probably causes seizures, so if you have seizures, don't watch this. Uh, You can press G to spawn the Steves. Their file name used to be called Zombie because these Steve models were actually from a game of a zombie game or whatever that Notch made. You can see that this version runs pretty fast. You can only have one world. I really want to see caves exist in this version. I really want to find one. I want to go to that mountainside over there. You only have stone. The only actually, let's first do this. There's stone, dirt, cobblestone, planks, and saplings. The reason why planks is on 4 and the sapling is on 5, is which was used to be called shrub, is because that Notch didn't want people to know that this existed because it looked really ugly. Um, Dirt turns into grass as well. Like, let's just wait. It'll turn into grass, hopefully. Uh, yeah, there it is. It turned into grass. Let's see if there's any caves over there. Also, full screen mode didn't exist in this version as well, which is why it looks like this. I have to full screen to make it actually look like this is the entire screen for my entire computer, so, yeah, I guess it cannot full screen. It doesn't seem like I have found any caves. I'll try to delete the level.dat file for this version so that it would actually work. Yeah, you can't see me anymore. So we're back. Um, Finally, there's caves over there. Alright, this has a bigger hillside and there seems to be many caves. Yeah, there is many caves. Look, these are the old caves. For some reason, when you're very far away, the caves look really dark, but when you get near, they kind of just become really light. By the way, there was no dynamic lighting in this version. Like, there was literally none dynamic lighting. This means that there was only dark and light. Let's build this. Also, you cannot fly in this version, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. Well, not really. This is also the same version where that dirt and stone Mario was made. Well, actually, it's not the same. This is the launcher version for it. This is actually one of the few versions of Minecraft that Mojang actually found for us. There was also no sounds back then as well. Sounds were not added until later, way later actually. So there's the stone statue I built. So yeah, I guess this version's pretty interesting. Um, let's explore the cave. Sorry about that. I was doing something. You can still press G to spawn in entities. Oh, I forgot about this. You can press Y to actually invert your Y axis. It's kind of interesting. Some of the other controls, such as the F for fog for render distance, not fog, since fog for the render distance was not added until 0.0.14a. You cannot press N for new maps, which is for the next version. There are multiple versions that are found and stuff, but all of well not found were that existed, but they didn't actually were not found. Like this is the old caves. These were added in 0.0.3a of Minecraft Classic, and that version is a test build that we don't have. All right. So I guess this is really the entirety of this version. Um, yeah. Also, these human mobs don't care about danger. Like that guy just jumped into the void. That guy fell. Why does all of these got like even if I spawn it like that, they sometimes just jump off. Also, you don't die when you jump off the void. These guys do disappear when they fall into the void, but you don't. Also, if you fall into the void for long enough, the world would just kind of disappear and then be put into some blue thing. I'm not completely sure what happens. Yeah, like that. I guess this is the entirety of this version. Time to switch versions now. So, this is the next version that's found. So this is actually still the same world. Like, this version added the world border. You can no longer pass it. These guys also can't pass the world border anymore, which means you cannot fall into the void anymore. Alright, the pause menu is still not added. Um, yeah, the pause menu is still not added. I'm trying to check something. Probably going to cut this out, but probably the only part that act probably the only part that acts never mind. Probably the only part that actually that I was checking the mic. So this is the same world. The blocks for some reason also you jump higher in this version, which is something new. The when you oh wait, the world did save. Look, that's the thing I built. Um, you're now limited to an amount of human mobs you can spawn. I'm trying to spam this. I don't have an auto clicker. I think you were limited to a different amount of Steves in this version. Well, human mobs. Oh yeah, this version had the fog thing. Like now I've changed my render distance. It doesn't render distance the human mobs though. There's also a new in-game menu that was added in this version. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can reach the limit though for the human mobs. Let's try. All right. There was a limited amount of human mobs in some of the versions that I have tried. Such as 0.0.14a of Minecraft Classic. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if there's a limit though. Maybe the wiki was lying, or maybe it was just me being a little bit slow. But you know what? Let's just not spawn these anymore. Well, let's just keep spawning these. So yeah, there's also another thing. You can now generate new levels without having to delete the level.dat file in the game, which was used to be impossible since you can only play the game originally on the website. So deleting the level.dat file was impossible, so you can only have one world. Well, now you can generate new levels by pressing N. And you can see that the menu looked different. Now with the new terrain, you can see that there is actually water now. The water worked away. By the way, on new computers, new good computers, the thing kind of sucked. Water worked really differently. Water was infinite. Like, it takes a while for them to flow as well, similar to lava. Like, look, it just literally just filled the entire thing. Water used to be very dangerous. So, yeah. So look at it. It worked very differently. The border, I'm pretty sure, does not actually create water unless if it was generated. If the world border there was a kind of deep part of that goes underground near the world border, there will definitely be water, I think. I'll try. Let's try it actually. Let's see, right. Let's block. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the world border will definitely have water. Alright. Yeah, maybe the world border, whenever you generate a world, would definitely have water. Yeah, maybe. Also, you can actually force the game to generate multiple worlds at once by spamming N. That way, you can get a better look with the generating level screen. The dirt background was brighter than today's. It also says, raising, carving, watering, melting. What does it mean by melting? There used to be no ice. Alright. Time to switch versions since there wasn't much updates with this version. Let's see. The next version. Alright, so this is 0.0.13a of Minecraft Classic. This version had many updates, such as this. Well, so 0.0.13a underscore 3, sorry about that. Such as the new menu. You can save level now, which doesn't work because this saved it to the Minecraft's website, and because the website version is definitely missing, now you can't do it on the website now. Like, you can see the old fonts. What the? Wait, I typed this and then the other brag version of this and then created whatever this thing is. That's interesting. E equal. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there was some fonts that were kind of glitchy. Zero looked different, I think. Alright, there were some fonts that looked different. Alright. Alright, this looks a little bit creepy. Alright. I don't know, but saving worlds, it doesn't work like if I save. It just says fails. And there will be nothing there. So this update added many things. All the blocks looks the same, but there was one that was changed. Saplings, they look similar to the one today, but Notch still hides it by making you have to select it with the 6. Also, that thing on the top, that kind of thing that shows what block you select, is now back again and stuff. Also, now jump the same height as it used to. Another update is that actually there's no update with the human mobs. Another update that I wasn't not able to see is that the lava lakes no longer generate on the surface anymore. Like, it doesn't generate on the surface anymore in this version. Also, the menu is now darkened to be more similar like the one we have today. Also, instead of just kind of getting multiple teleports at once whenever you press R, it only does it once. You also cannot hold R to actually teleport now. Wait, what was that? Wait, does Lava Lake still exist? Or did the wiki lie? Let's see. Um, was that a lava lake? The wiki lied! This version still has lava lakes. Alright, let's take a screenshot of this. Well, at least try to. I will take a screenshot of this and then call it the wiki lied. Alright. You can actually press Windows for some reason to, Alright, I need to somehow take a screenshot. Maybe I can take the take a screenshot from OneDrive. Alright, let's see. Let me sign into my OneDrive. I actually forgot my password. Alright, that's so strange. I do. Alright, now it worked for some reason. It should. What the? My one. I can't take a screenshot of this. I guess the video would be proof, but the wiki lied. The wiki clearly said that lava lakes no longer generate, but look what's this, a lava lake. By the way, I didn't do that version since that version was an edited version by Mojang. I won't actually do the edited versions. This version's that's interesting. I haven't really seen these. Another thing that I haven't showed you guys yet is of how slow you are in lava. Like that, the lava looked like cheese. Actually, that looks like some beetroot seeds for some reason, like the one in Minecraft. It's really hard to see though in the lava. Also, a fun fact: human mobs don't care about lava, so they kind of just think that there's land there. Well, they kind of just don't swim in lava properly, so they just kind of look like they're in land. What looks like they're in land. And they have, I don't think, yeah, they never have fixed the issue of the human mobs looking a little bit like laggy, even if you're on very high FPS. But still, the wiki lied. Lava does exist in this version. Also, another thing in 0.0.12's lava, it's harder to see inside. Like, it's way easier to see in the 0.0.12 one, and it's also more transparent, which means you can actually kind of see through it. That's kind of change that they did. But still, the wiki lied. You now can generate a new level by. Actually, I'm stumped. The wiki didn't lie. This was a world from last time. The new worlds don't have lava lakes. Sorry for whoever created that wiki. I think this version uses a new terrain generator. Yeah, I think so. It's more mountainous and more rough. I still don't know why it basically just makes your game very laggy whenever you generate a new world, unless if you do the short render distance. So yeah, I guess. So I guess that's the entirety for this version of Minecraft. So here it is, the newer version. And now it has this green bar when you load and stuff. So yeah, it also has more parts of that. This was a very major update of Minecraft and also the only version of 0.0.14a we have. This time I need the wiki to know what updates there is to this version. What is this? Why does my touchpad sucks? Alright. Where is it? Where is it? Alright. 0.0.14a. 0.0.14a. Oh, right. It added scroll wheel picking support. Now you can pick with the scroll wheel. That's cool. You probably saw some of the new blocks that was added. Alright, improved level format. Now supporting the ability to save entities to your levels. I cannot prove that because of the saving mechanic not working anymore. Oh wait, this is the version that added the cap for 256 mobs. Alright, let's try. I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm clicking. I'll try to. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm slamming the G key very hard. This version did add clouds, though, as you can clearly see. They weren't really that high. And there was a build limit from the first version of Minecraft. Well, the actual very first version, which is just a test build of Cave Game Tech Test, you can only mine, you cannot craft. Finally, there's the cap. Like, if I slam the G key, it wouldn't spawn anymore. That's interesting. These guys don't despawn, so be careful with them as well. If you have the version, of course. Oh, they get stuck and they got stuck in the water. Alright, let's keep reading. Holding a mouse button allows for auto building and breaking for every 0. Let's see. Alright, auto breaking is true. It's pretty fast actually. What about auto building? This. Alright, the jumping's kind of rigged. Alright. Alright, never mind, it's not. Alright, it's true, alright, that's true, but I don't know if it was added in this version. New terrain generator, yeah, I guess there's a new terrain generator. I guess they just added some things to the terrain generator, or that it's actually just the terrain generator being a new one that, but not including the new things that spawn in. Oh yeah, this thing. They now have these fog thing, which is actually a little bit annoying stuff instead of just having some parts not being rendered. Apparently, apparently the original one is blue, not white, but it's currently not confirmed though. So yeah, let's read more. What does that mean? The fog only gets applied on lit surfaces. Blocks in the shade appears as they. Oh, alright. Ability to choose. Oh, right, this version. Like, here it is small, normal, and huge. Alright. The tree. Alright, now it's time for the things I know. The blocks, stone looks the same. Dirt also looks the same. And grass. Cobblestone apparently has a texture change, but it's kind of hard to see. Planks definitely have a texture change. They actually are not the one that was used for a pretty long time. This one was, I think, slightly darker or lighter. Saplings look the same, but now you can select it with 5 instead of having to select it with 6. Logs is new, which you probably know because the trees exist. Leaves are new. Sand is also new, and gravel. Also, the gravel actually did have physics. Like if I place it down, and it kind of just teleports down. That's kind of interesting. The gravel clear has a texture change. The sand is just darker. Well, if you know the original Minecraft textures from 1.13. So yeah, the leaves look very different. The logs look, well, it actually does have a slightly different texture. I think it was slightly darker. Leaves don't decay. The trees look very ugly. Also, the saplings do not grow in this version. It wasn't until a later version. You trapped yourself. I'm gonna free him. It wasn't until a later version when, alright, he got freed. It wasn't until a later version when the sapling, well, way a little bit more. Well, it's just a little bit way later version when the saplings was made to grow. It was originally just meant to be a little kind of bush or shrub, whatever you call it. It was called a shrub in the file, though. All of these guys are having some pool party or something. So the trees actually, if you have not noticed, the trees have these the crosses on the top, which makes them look better. When this version was first released and all the other versions and stuff, the cross did not exist. It was just a full kind of rectangle. However, those versions are not found, so I can't prove it. You could just find it on the wiki though, so yeah. Um Alright. Uh the water now flows from the world border since originally in the versions they wouldn't actually flow, but if the terrain generator actually had a deeper part that goes under the world border, which is pretty rare. It would definitely have water, but it wouldn't flow though. Like if I dig down, this now actually creates water. Previously, it would not create water. This sand looks very dirty, to be honest. Um, Water definitely does flow faster. Like if I make this, and then let's see. Yeah, it definitely does. But I think it did flow slightly faster in 0.0.413. Oh wait, I think it made it so that they would actually flow one block by one block and just flow many blocks, which is and made them slightly faster. Wait, what? Now shows its texture when selected to place. I think that has to do something with inventory editing. The player always spawns. Oh yeah, instead of just going random faceless and not do this, can just teleport back. You can press enter to save that location. So maybe if I walk a long way and then press R to go back. But alright, that's from that version. So yeah, so this is basically the whole thing. 0.0.15a multiplayer test 1. Alright, so here is 0.0.15a multiplayer test 1. I forgot to show you something, like ores are now added, but they were also unobtainable. So this main update is that the trees now look more similar to the one, actually I think it is the shape of today's Minecraft trees. Textures were changed. Uh, Planks are slightly lighter in color, I think. Logs are also the same. Leaves look like the newer leaves with stuff, but with the original color. Sand look like today's sand. Gravel looks like the old one. So yeah, that was really the whole update along with the multiplayer feature, which really sucked. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed. Oh yeah, lava. Alright, can't show you that since they're pretty rare. What is that? Alright, so this is the whole version, literally. Yeah, so I guess this is going to be the end of the video. Bye. I guess. Well, yeah, bye. Uh, you guys are going to have a pool party again.